healthy new you for 2025. Are you over the age of 50? And every year you make New Year's resolutions and you come to the end of the year and it just didn't happen. I am Casey Ann Reynolds. I am a certified personal trainer. I'm also a certified change specialist. I was able to change my health, wealth when I was 50 and have maintained that for 8 years when I lost 60 pounds. That picture. Maintained that weight loss and became a certified personal trainer. Currently about 132 pounds. And I've adopted a healthy lifestyle that has also increased my wealth and happiness. If you're interested in these topics, I'm creating a 12-part series. This is part number 1. We're going to discuss the why you want to be healthy. I think that's the most important part. And in this 12-part series, I'm going to give you the holy trinity of being healthy. So please hit subscribe. You definitely want to get notified. I generally release my videos on the weekends. And in the midweek, I'm kind of doing some lifestyle videos also. Please support me. I'm so thankful for all my subscribers and all my supporters. I really appreciate y'all so much. So I know I have struggled. We have all struggled with those New Year's resolutions. We set these lofty goals, and as a behavior change specialist, and I was a special education teacher, so that's what I did, is change kids' behavior. I did that for 22 years. I have come to the conclusion that we're going about it all the wrong way. Yeah, right? Oh, of course. Okay, so look, I'm gonna use the example of The Biggest Loser, and that was how I tried to lose weight, and I actually ended up gaining weight just like they all did. So that concept in theory was that if you just cut your calories down to nothing and exercised all the time, you would lose weight and be exactly who you wanted to be, and then just like she would do some therapy and stuff with them and such. But interestingly enough, most of them did regain. Like I think 90% of the participants gained all the way back. Me, I've actually managed to maintain my weight loss, still in really good shape. I will be 59. Yeah, same age as the Super Bowl. I hate that reminder every year. Hate it. And I have come to this conclusion that we're going about it all the wrong way. And so we're gonna use some different motivational techniques. I am a strong believer in atomic habits. So we're gonna do small habits to get to our desired goal. And we're gonna also change our reinforcement, alrighty? So hold on, friends, hold on to your seats. This is gonna be fun and exciting. So this video is going to be all about the why. There's a 12-part series. So in next week, I'm gonna be giving you the preparation. So we got holy trinity of health. Medical disclaimer, y'all need, this is over 50 video. Friends, y'all need to be seeing your doctor. If you don't, shame on you. Get a primary care physician. Never stop taking medication ever. Okay, ever. That's always a medical issue. Everything I'm discussing in this video is scientifically proven. I do Mediterranean and Mind diet, and it's all supported by the major medical organizations. As a certified personal trainer, I would have to do that, okay? So please make sure that you're seeing your doctor, get some blood work, and follow up on this, because if you follow my plan, I can guarantee you, friends, in 6 months, when your doctor does your blood work, it's gonna be like, ooh, that's amazing. That's what I want, alrighty? So that is our goal. So we do have Holy Trinity, and I think we often forget about that Holy Trinity of good health and why we're not following it. So I'm curious as to the why, and I think I figured it out. And once you've unlocked that secret of the why, it's like, dang, this was easy all along. I was wearing those ruby red slippers. I can do this. I don't have to be a caterpillar, gobbling up everything in sight and binging on Netflix. I can be the butterfly. Alrighty, you can do it, friends. You can do it. You got this, okay? You got this. So Holy Trinity, we're going to eliminate words from our vocabulary first off. We are not going to be the least bit concerned with weight loss. Why? Because at our age, we don't care how we look in a bathing suit. I know, I'm a unicorn. I got tortured for the first 30 years of my life getting called olive oil. Okay? God has a sense of humor. He's like, okay, olive oil, you get to look normal now. But the majority of people over the age of 50, I want to look good for bathing suit season. That horse is out of the barn. She left a long time ago, or he left a long time ago, and we just don't care about that. It's not a good motivation. No, it's not a good motivation. So we are never going to even ever say that word diet. Please do not use any apps that measure your calories that you're eating. I don't like those, okay? We're just not gonna do that. We're gonna talk about eating a healthy diet, and we're going to substitute, because when you're doing behavior modification, you've got to do substitutes. You have to do substitutions. You have to substitute one behavior for the other, and I think that's the problem that a lot of people run into. They're just depriving themselves, and then they want to cheat, and it's not good, okay? So we are going to substitute yummy, healthy, delicious food through the Mediterranean diet and get rid of that processed food, okay? So like 60 to 90% of our American diet is ultra processed food. So that's gonna be our no-no, baddie. We're gonna get rid of that food, okay? But we're also gonna get rid of the cravings for that food, because we're gonna replace it with yummy and delish food, okay? So that's nutrition. Never say that word diet ever again. And please do not count calories, we're not doing that. And number 2 is physical activity. Another word we're going to eliminate is exercise. That's an exercise in futility, right? Exercise is a bad connotation in our brains. It does, absolutely. So we're going to substitute that for fun, engaging physical activity, okay? So that's number 2. We think of a 3-legged stool. We have to have all 3 legs. Stool will crash, right? And the last one is going to be our mind, our mindset, sleep, and stress reduction, okay? They're all equally as important. If you don't focus on all 3 of them, the stool will crash. This is the only video we're gonna veer off. We're gonna veer that off that path, and I'm going to talk about predominantly, I'm going to talk about the why. And this is a video I would also like you to share with people. So this is a video where I'm going to give you scary freaking statistics, and I want you to watch this video because I could use some watch hours, almost monetized. I want you to watch this video over and over again whenever you're feeling weak. So why do we need to be healthy? I think for the past so many years, we have all focused on that kind of positive psychology of you just want to look better, you want to lose weight, you want to lose that belly fat, and some negative consequence. And when we're over 50, there's negative consequence. And probably for the younger generation too. We want to be healthy because we don't want to die. Do you get in a car? Do you put your seatbelt on? Are you driving a car that has airbags? Do you stay under the speed limit? I hope you do, I'm sure you do. Why do we do those things? We don't want to die. I take a 30-minute break at work, right? I don't take a 40-minute break. I go to work on time. I'm polite to all of my guests, and I actually love them. That's the easiest part of my job, to be polite to them because they're wonderful people. I do these things because I want a paycheck. The negative consequence of getting fired keeps me in line. What is our negative consequence? Okay, so if we don't follow a healthy lifestyle, death. 30% increase in death if you don't follow a healthy lifestyle. 30%, that's pretty huge. If there was a pill that said, I will reduce your rate of death by 30%, when we all take it, we all would. So I'm gonna give you more scary statistics. 1% of our bone every year. As you can tell from my face, I don't get plastic surgery, I don't get fillers. I might get Botox twice a year. I'm poor, I can't afford it, but I will do it as an occasional splurge. Very occasional. But as you can tell, I do not have a sagging chin because I haven't had bone loss because I work out. Okay, so bone loss, 1%. And that's just being vain. You know, we all want to look younger, but guess what? When you have bone loss, you can fall, you can break a hip. If you break your hip, you are going to be 60% chance you'll never walk again. Oh, do people tell you these scary statistics? No, I'm gonna just say that to you. 30% chance of dying if you don't follow my plan. Should be enough motivation. And also 60% chance that you will never walk again if you fall and break a hip. How much muscle do we lose past the age of 50. Okay, this is like the scary 18 pounds of our muscle mass, percent of our muscle size and strength. After 50, oh my God, 18 pounds of muscle. We're gonna be so freaking surprised. What? It's not like we are getting skinnier, friends. What do you think is replacing that muscle? Fat, especially belly fat. We know that visceral fat causes an increase in diabetes too. On 2 hands, and I hate to say that, but I can probably count on 2 hands of men and women that I have known that have had strokes and heart attacks in their early 50s, doing their just mundane, normal task. Mowing the yard, going to get the mail in the morning, just teaching. Actually, even I knew somebody that died as a teacher. So we can reduce that by 40%. That's a huge reduction. Alzheimer's. Dad has Alzheimer's. It's a horrible disease, horrible beyond belief. I don't want to be wearing diapers in a nursing home for 10 years. No, thank you. We can reduce that by 45. All known people, or perhaps even people watching this video, have experienced cancer. How terrible, how horrific it is to go through cancer. You lose your hair. It's awful. It can also, like when you go through the chemotherapy, can increase your risk of later cancers like leukemia down the road. We can reduce that rate again by 45%. That's why with this ultra processed diet that we're eating, that we're just seeing extra cancer deaths from inactivity and eating a processed diet. So that's your why. Already, these are all scary, terrifying things. And we're basically going to eliminate that risk of disability and death. And I'm going to teach you how through this healthy Mediterranean diet. And I'm just going to give you some recipes, make it yum, make it fun. And also how to do physical activities so that you love and enjoy it. So maybe in the past, you didn't love and enjoy it, but I'm going to actually that dreaded time change. And I almost had a stroke due to sleep deprivation. Okay, it's real, it happens. So I'm gonna give you relaxation techniques to help you with that also, and just give you those absolutely wonderful mindset changes so that we're just adopting these habits a little piece by piece. But I'm gonna give you a piece of homework because I am a 4th grade teacher, retired. So you have homework for this week. So your homework is going to be keeping a journal. So I would like you to keep a journal and get a little, I'm not wearing my Fitbit right now, but like get a little Fitbit to measure your steps. You probably already have that, most people do, and your heart rate. That's super important. Okay, that's one thing you're definitely going to need. You give up your soda and sugared beverages. So this week, we're gonna do one bad habit at a time. Food addiction is a false lie. It's a false narrative sold to you by big food corporations. I know, surprisingly, right? You can be addicted to drugs. You can be addicted to alcohol. You can be addicted to gambling, maybe even sex, okay? You cannot be addicted to food. You can crave food, absolutely, and you can be a little cranky when it's taken away from you, but you're not addicted to it. And so you have power. You have the ruby red slippers on your little feet. You have that power to say no. So this week I'm gonna ask you, instead of drinking sugary beverages or extra coffee and such like that, to try just doing like seltzer water and flavor it with like a splash of pineapple juice, a splash of cranberry juice, a little bit of bitters even. I love that. It's kind of a bartender's trick as a bartender, and it's kind of fun. So that's what I asked you to do. So friends, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. You're gonna love this video series. It's going to freaking change your life. And guess what's also gonna increase your wealth, because when you're healthy, you make a lot more money. So I'm wishing y'all peace, love, and joy. This is gonna be your year. You're gonna be the best, most healthy you ever.